character you play is technically a serial killer, but it's not like that ever defines her. You make Claire really feel like human and a fully formed person. And so often in these films, we see serial killers, like that defines them, and it's a very one dimensional figure. How is it embracing the story where the serial killer isn't really the monster, and you just found like this humanity in what was a very non-black and white story?
That is so sweet, and I couldn't have said it better myself. Wow, I'm so happy you liked the movie and totally understood it and found even more beautiful things. Uh, yeah, I think that that was probably one of the more difficult parts, right? Was getting into this head. She feels empathy, so she's not a psychopath. And I think that kind of understanding these differences, these very small things that change her in who she overall represents in that way, how she sees herself. So yeah, it was a little hard. It was a little hard to get into her head, at first. And I think once I found her, it's like faking, being able to fake this sort of natural human being, but there's actually something wrong with me, right? There's pieces in my brain that are not connecting, and so I cannot be like you, a normal human being. I can only try and facilitate what a normal human being looks like in my everyday life. And I think that that was probably one of the more difficult parts. I've done a lot of stunts. I love stunts. So having those kind of swift movements and whatnot, but also being able to get a little bit down and dirty in the mud, as they say, uh, finding that those very soft differences in both was an interesting experience. Yeah.
I think it really pays off. And this film's based on a book, Claire at 16, and there's two other books in the series. On the book cover, she almost looks like Wednesday Addams, I saw. Did you read the books for how you approached this, or did you just go off the film script? How did you kind of find your way into this character?
Yeah, no, I think that the books are incredibly important to even go to a film script, right? Like it's like you can't start at the film script. Of course, in the film script, we took it in a lot of other ways as well, while still keeping so many of the nuances from the book. We did have to kind of, in a way, combined some of the series because, well, we're not in high school. So that I think that that kind of pushed us a little bit outside of Clare at 16 and into some of the rest of the series. But uh, yeah, once the line between a young girl and becoming a young woman was so important to the story and to the change in the movie, because of the combining in that way.
Yeah, it makes total sense. My last question for you. Obviously, there's more story that could be told if Mitzi was interested. Would you be down for a sequel?
Oh, hell yeah. We gotta see Claire keep going.